I'll never forget the moment Lisa stumbled out of my backyard pool, dripping wet, her skin and hair glowing like she'd just taken a dip in a vat of neon blue paint thing smuff. But angrier, shrieking like she'd seen a ghost, her voice bouncing off the fences of our quiet little cul-de-sac in Willow Creek. The neighbors stopped dead in their tracks, jaws on the ground, phones already out snapping pics as she flailed, yelling, "What the hell did you do to me, Mike?" Now, before you think I'm some mad scientist dying people for kicks, let me take you back because this wasn't just a prank. It was the grand finale of summer-long war with the HOA dictator who thought my pool was her personal resort. My name's Mike, and that pool? It's my pride and joy, my little slice of heaven after years of grinding away at a desk job, skipping vacations, saving every dime to buy this house in suburban Ohio. Every morning, I'd step out with my coffee, the sun just peeking over the trees, the water sparkling like a promise I'd made to myself. No chaos, no stress, just peace. That is, until Lisa Harper, our HOA president, decided my backyard was her personal playground. Lisa was the kind of woman who walked around with a clipboard like it was a loaded gun, her fake tan glowing, her smile sharper than a tack, always hunting for something to fix a mailbox that was too shiny, a lawn that was half an inch too tall. She didn't just run the HOA. She ruled it like a queen, and heaven help you if you cross her. It started small. I'd come home from work and notice weird a wet towel slung over my patio chair, damp footprints trailing across the deck, once even a half-empty seltzer can bobbing in the shallow end. At first, I thought, maybe it's kids, maybe it's raccoons, hell, maybe I'm losing it. But then one Saturday, I step outside, coffee in hand, and hear splashing, loud, deliberate splashing. I peek around the corner, and there she is, Lisa, in my pool, floating on my inflatable pizza slice, a pair of oversized sunglasses perched on her nose, humming like she's at a five-star resort. I just stood there, dumbfounded, like I caught a flamingo doing yoga in my backyard. "Lisa," I finally managed, my voice tight. "What are you doing in my pool?" She doesn't even flinch, just pushes her sunglasses down and says, all casual, "Oh, Mike, didn't see you there, just checking your water balance, for community standards." I blink, coffee mug still warm in my hand. "This is my private property," I say, slow, like I'm explaining it to a toddler. She waves a manicured hand, water dripping onto my deck. "Relax, Mike. An unused pool brings down the vibe. Nobody likes a selfish neighbor." Selfish? I'm selfish. I'm standing in my own yard, and she's calling me selfish while lounging in my pool. I take a deep breath, force myself to stay calm, and say, "Get out now." She sighs like I'm the one being unreasonable, climbs out, grabs her towel, and saunters off, tossing over her shoulder, "Think about the neighborhood. Mike, you'll talk at the HOA meeting." I should have called the cops right then, put up a barbed wire fence, something, but I didn't. Part of me thought, maybe she's just bored, maybe she'll stop. Big mistake. Lisa didn't stop. She doubled down. A week later, I come home early. Office AC was busted. Everyone's sent home and they're splashing again. I round a corner, and there she is sprawled on my pizza float, sipping a mojito, looking like she's auditioning for a beach movie. "Lisa," I yell. She barely glances up, says, "You're home early. Mike pool's looking great, by the way." I'm fuming now. It's my pool, not the community center. She sips her drink, smirks, and says, "Technically, visible amenities affect property values, so I'm just doing my job as HOA president." I swear, I could have chucked her mojito into the next county. Instead, I grab the glass from her hand, point to the gate, and say, "Out now, I'm calling the cops." She rolls her eyes, climbs out, and whispers as she passes, "This isn't over, Mike." That's when I knew this wasn't a one-off. This was war. Lisa wasn't just sneaking in. She was claiming my pool, twisting her HOA power to justify it. I put up camera cheap ones from Amazon, but good enough to catch her in 4K. Sure enough, next time I check the feed during lunch, there's Lisa doing backstrokes like she's in the Olympics, a wine glass balanced on the pool's edge. I confront her that night, show her the footage. She doesn't even blink, just shrugs and says, "Could be anyone. Mike, lots of people wear floral swimsuits." Floral swimsuits and a superiority complex? Yeah, real common. Things got uglier from there. At the next HOA meeting, Lisa stands up, all smiles, and says, "I propose we allow community access to underused amenities like Mike's pool on Pine Street. It's only fair for neighborhood harmony." I nearly choke on my coffee. Absolutely not. I snap, standing so fast my chair screeches. My pool's private property, not your personal spa. She tilts her head, all fake sympathy, and says, "Mike, nobody's taking away, just think of the kids, the barbecues, the community spirit." The room's quiet, neighbors shifting awkwardly, too scared to challenge her. Then the violation notices start flooding in. Me fence is too tall by an inch. My pool pump's too loud. My water's too reflective. Too reflective. I'm getting fined because my pool sparkles too much. It's ridiculous, but it's also a power play. Lisa's trying to break me, make me cave. I'm not a confrontational guy. I live and let live, you know? But Lisa's pushing me to a place I don't like, a place where my quiet mornings by the pool feel like a battlefield. I start venting to my neighbor, Tom, a chill guy who's been dodging Lisa's wrath since he painted his shed unapproved sage green. He leans over the fence one night, beer in hand, and says, "Mike, she's been at your pool again. I saw her yesterday with a cocktail umbrella, lounging like she's in Cabo." I'm livid. "You're sure it was her?" He nods. "Unless there's another lady in a leopard print cover-up sneaking into your yard." That's when it hits me. His isn't about a pool anymore. It's about control, about Lisa thinking she can rewrite reality because she's got a clipboard and a title. I'm done playing defense. I sit by the pool one night, staring at the water, and remember a prank from college me buddies, and I dumped green dye in the campus fountain, turned it into a glowing emerald for homecoming. The dean was pissed, but the students loved it. I start researching pool safe dye, non-toxic, washes off skin, won't wreck my filter. I find the perfect stuff. Electric blue, bright enough to light up a billboard. Temporary, but impossible to miss. I order 50 gallons overkill, sure, but I want Lisa to glow like a neon sign. I'm not trying to hurt her, just expose her, make her eat her own smugness in front of the whole neighborhood. The plan's simple but precise. I set up 3 cameras, one hidden in a planter, one under the eaves, one obvious on the fence, all streaming to the cloud. I check the batteries, test the angles, make sure I'll catch every second of her inevitable dive. I text Tom, "Heads up, doing something by the pool tomorrow, safe but loud, keep your kids inside." He sent a thumbs up and a question mark. I pour the dye into the skimmer at midnight. Watch the water turn from clear to a surreal, glowing cobalt. It's beautiful, scandalous, perfect. I stage the Xenia tacky orange towel Lisa loves, an empty glass by the float, an open gate just begging her to sneak in. Then I wait, blinds half drawn, laptop open, heart pounding like I'm directing a heist movie. Sure enough, around 3 p.m., the gate creaks. Lisa slips in, all confidence, leopard print cover-up and a floppy hat, scanning the yard like a cat burglar. She kicks off her sandals, drops her towel, and dives in a perfect swan dive into my trap. The water explodes around her, blue ripples catching the sun. She surfaces, oblivious at first. Then her face shifts confusion, horror, a scream that could wake the dead. "What the hell is this?" she shrieks, clawing at her arms as they glow blue. Her hair streaking neon, her spray to no match for the dye. She scrambles out, tripping over the pool steps, dripping cobalt all over my patio. Neighbors appear, Tom with his hose, A couple walking their dog, kids on bikes, phones out, laughter spreading like wildfire. I step outside, phone recording, cool as ice. Lisa, you're trespassing again, got it all on camera. She spins, blue and furious, pointing at me. You monster. This is assault. I smirk. No, Lisa, you dove into my private pool, your choice, not mine. Tom's doubled over laughing, the dog walkers are snapping pics, and a kid yells, Smuff alert. Lisa's unraveling, spinning in circles, yelling about lawsuits, but she's got no ground to stand on. Her blue footprints are literally leading back to her house. She storms off, leaving a trail of dye and humiliation. By morning, the neighborhood's buzzing. Tom posts his video to the community group. HOA Prez caught in the act now in Technicolor. The comments explode, memes of Lisa as a smuff, captions about true colors. She tries to fight back, posts a video claiming I poisoned her, waving a baggie of blue water like it's evidence. Nobody buys it. At the next HOA meeting, the clubhouse is packed. Neighbors who never show up are there, grinning like it's a comedy show. Lisa marches in, still faintly blue at the hairline, slamming a folder down. I demand Mike be fined for chemical endangerment. The treasurer, a quiet guy named Paul, clears his throat. Lisa, the footage shows you trespassing multiple times. She snaps. I was ensuring safety. I can't help I laugh. With a mojito and a pizza float, the room cracks up. Another board member, Ellen, steps in. Lisa, you've overstepped. I move to remove you as president, effective now. The votes unanimous, hands shoot up. One guy raises both. Lisa freezes, her clipboard useless, her power gone. She grabs her folder and storms out, the room cheering like we've just won the Super Bowl. The violation notices stop. The HOA promises reforms. Lisa's house goes up for sale a week later, her curtains drawn, her car barely moving. Rumor is she's moving to another HOA across town. Good luck to them. Standing by my pool one evening, beer in hand, the water back to its normal clear shimmer, I finally feel at peace, real peace. No more checking cameras, no more dreading violation notices. The neighborhood's different now, lighter, freer. People talk about the Blue Lisa incident at barbecues, laugh over memes, but it's more than a joke. It's a reminder. You can only push people so far before they push back, not with anger, but with something sharper, creativity, proof, a little poetic justice. I didn't just take back my pool. I took back my sanity, my right to say, this is mine, and you don't get to touch it. Looking back, it wasn't about humiliating Lisa well. Maybe a lit light was about boundaries, about standing up when someone tries to rewrite your reality with a smirk and a clipboard. We all have our Karens, don't we? That neighbor, that boss, that person who thinks rules don't apply to them. So, tell me, that's your story. Ever had to deal with someone who pushed too far? Drop in the comments. I'm dying to hear it. And if you laughed, if you felt that sweet satisfaction of justice served, hit that subscribe button. There's plenty more where this came from. Let's keep the conversation going, because sometimes the best way to fight back is to make him blue.